Onwards to stage 2. So, one thing I should address is that since this game is running on the Wii U, I do have the opportunity to use save states. I'm gonna try my hardest not to use save states because I feel it's a little bit cheap, but I am going to use them if it is a must. I am only going to use them if I'm stuck on a particular boss or if I only got one life left and so and so. Because I think you'll agree with me, you don't want to see me do the same areas over and over again. Or at least, that's what I want to say. And damn it, spiders and leafmen. Such some creative monster designs in this game, as well as some non-creative ones like Purple Hand. But anyway, for people who don't know, this game is very, very based on, or at least the Castlevania mythos was always based on Hammer Horrors for the most part, until it got to the later entries, which was more original. And even this game started getting some original stuff. But it was also based on Greek mythology, which you saw with the Medusa heads right at the start, which I always thought kind of interesting. So it makes me think if there was any other mythologies that they drawed inspiration from, and I don't think... No, there isn't a secret there. I was misinformed by my own memory, and... come on! I can't mess up on easy jumps like this just yet, because I will have no chance, and I don't think that's supposed to happen, sir. You are glitched, I'm afraid. So I put you out of your misery. And take all of your hearts. Which, of course, stands for ammunition. Castlevania's always been weird with their hearts. It's always currency, or hearts, or magic MP in Dawn of Sorrow and all of the other ones. It's always extremely interesting, and I believe that's supposed to be the castle in the background, which I always thought was a nice detail. But it looks a little bit janky with the perspective. But I guess that's old games for you. But this game looks incredible. Like, especially for 16-bit. And obviously people still agree with the 16-bit looking good, because a lot of indie games and even some slightly bigger games are going back towards the style. It's just a nice style. I always found pixel art to be a very relaxed sort of style, very colourful, which I always appreciate. I always appreciate colour in games, and no! These crows are the worst! And there's a few of them, so... Okay, we got one there. Can I hit him with the axe? Nope. Just gotta time my whip perfectly. Take the bat out there, take the bat out there, and... I don't want a time stop, so I am going to ignore that. Miss that candle, get the crows, proceeding on very nicely. It's a very simple game, which I actually appreciate. It's just you and your whip and some secondary weapons, and that's it. So it's very skill-based, even though I do appreciate a lot of the changes that they made to Castlevania. I mean, not everyone loves them, which I can appreciate also, because it is very different, but I really like some of the systems they came up with. Some of them were pretty original. I think my favorite would have to be... It has to be the Soul system from Dawn and Aria of Sorrow. That's just... The ability to use monsters' powers was just... That was the first game where I had, like... Aria of Sorrow, I would say, was the first game where I actually tried to 100% getting collectibles in terms of powers. I believe. I mean, I know that's kind of vague, but... Oh, damn it! And I wasted a chick. God damn it. God damn! Oh, no. Hopefully get it on the way back, which it would have if I hadn't have whipped it. Oh well. The glyph system from Ordo Ecclesia was also pretty good. It was kind of like the Soul system, but I didn't like it as much, but that's just me. And the two-player system from Finney. Portrait of Rumour was also good. But anyway, here we have Medusa, I believe, who can turn you to stone, and it's very annoying. And, oh, I don't want to... Well, I guess that worked out either way, so that's the mid-boss over. Oh, man. Here we got the grabby hands, and here we got a power-up which actually lets us throw 2 of any secondary item out at the same time. Because some people don't know what that does. I sure as hell didn't for the longest time. And here we got these flying bat mutate things, which I do not know what they're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure the enemies in this game were made by a drug-induced Hammer horror fan, but that's why I find so creative about it. Also gotta be careful of the spikes on the side, because they can kill you, and they have in the past. Get the chicken, watch out for the spikes there. Oh god, that was close. And move on to the next session, which is not quite the section I always mess up on. I believe it's the one after this screen. Take you. Get the points, even though points are worthless and no one cares about them. Get hit, even though I don't want to get hit. Game. Get game. Don't want to get hit, game. Oh man. All this running water is making me thirsty. And that's a pretty good pixelated water, I do have to say. I'm pretty sure this game ran on the FX chip, which was the Super NES chip, which it was the chip that produced Mode 7 graphics. I think this game uses Mode 7 graphics in a few of its levels, and they look pretty cool when they happen, so it's kind of a nice touch. But here we go, stage 3. This is the part where I always mess up. But we're making pretty good progress so far, which is very good. Ah, this is a really relaxing cave. This looks like the type of cave I would like to just sit in for a few hours. And just reminisce. I don't know, it just seems like that type of place. And the music... Oh man, this will be a pretty nice cave to sleep in, I think. If it weren't for all of the stalactites... Stalagmites? It's one or the other. Which one is it? Stalactites are the ones that are from the ceiling, and stalagmites are the one on the ground. I'm not making that up, right? That is a thing. It's one of those two. And bats, you were not included in the discussion. But anyway. I don't know, actually. I can never remember. It was always one of those geography things that I never bothered to remember. But I know exists. I'm sure someone will correct me. But anyway, if we make our way over here, we can get a... I believe if you didn't have the cross, then this would have a cross. It was one of these. It was one of these. It was the one through here, I believe. If we go through here and take out all of the fake blocks. Yeah, this was it. This was a secret area with bats for some reason. Oh, you can never be too careful. And I believe in one of those would be a cross if you didn't have one already. Even though I haven't actually been using the cross very much so far, which I probably should start using because I have 84 hearts and I haven't used them yet. So go through here. Take you out, and you can get some holy water if you want, but I think I'm going to stick with the cross. Just wait for it to disappear. And make our way through here. Take out these mud enemies that multiply, which I believe are actually based off of Prometheus from Greek mythology, who is the god who was punished by having ravens pick at him for eternity, and he was also made of clay, I believe, or he made clay beings, I believe. So that's a little fun tidbit, or at least I always like to believe they were based on Prometheus. Not the crappy movie. Ah, oh, man. That was such a disappointing movie. If we continue along here, we should hopefully be near the end, which has my favourite part in the game, or at least in the early game. This is the part I always mess up on right at the start of this game, and it is infuriating sometimes. Make sure I don't get rid of my cross because it is actually helpful here. Just start using it more often. Because it is actually very helpful. Oh, whoa, that was close. Almost got hit by your tiny fireballs. I always thought to myself, this music was always very... It was always very mysterious, this piece. I liked it. I don't know why, it just makes me think of waterfalls, which is what the area pretty much is, and... I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. I mean, I guess they did their job if their theme suits the area nicely, but I don't know. It was always a nice piece. It was kind of a... This piece was always a... this and the last piece were always a contrast to the particularly strong-sounding soundtrack of the upbeatness of Castlevania. Yes, Castlevania has always been a series with some of my favourite themes ever. My favourite being the oh-so-brilliant Bloody Tears, which is the most gothic name you could ever love for a soundtrack. And... oh, okay. I didn't miss the jump I always mess up, so we're doing good so far. And that one, because I always miss timing and hit the thing at the top because I always forget it's there. Because it also blends in with the water, the cheeky bastard. I believe that is not worth it. I believe that's a time stop. That was weird. I was not the only one that saw that, right? I'm not going worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not missing that much health anyway, so I should be fine. That's like we get the introduction to Mermen this stage, and for this stage, pretty much just run. If you can run, just keep on running, because... yeah, because blocks fall out from underneath you and they keep on firing stuff at you, and I completely mistimed my running ability, so I got hit a bunch of times. Wonderful. Here we got a white dragon, I believe this is called. So if we just send a cross after him, should be fine. I don't want my first... okay, come on. I've been doing well so far. Please not let this be my first death. Yes! Okay, we're doing good so far. At least let me get up here, which I believe is a checkpoint, so we should be good. No, chicken! Chicken! Chicken. Well, we got our first death of the game, so I'll meet you back at that area. Okay, back here again. I killed the white dragon, so all is well and good, and let's just continue on our merry way through this water-filled hellhole, which is known as the Castle Moat, I believe. That was... oh god, that was a terrible voice crack. I think that's the worst one I've had in a while. Jesus, and... oh god, cheap deaths. Glorious.